listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is a place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Granny's rocking chair and harp.
Well, put him on the porch, Jethro. LMA, still looks like there's something missing.
Well, is it the pigs?
Yeah, that's it. Granny won't feel at home without them.
Well, Uncle Fetch.
Looks just like back in the hills, don't it?
Pretty close. Sure hope it takes some of the spite out of Granny.
She's been on her ear in the setting hen all day. You open your mouth and she snaps your head off.
Yeah, she gets that way about once a year. I call it the midwinter feisties.
It's a funny thing about sitting and rocking and playing on the harp and singing. It generally cheers her up.
Yeah, like the poet says, music hath charm to soothe the savage beast.
Jed, Ellie Mae, Jethro.
Over here by the cement pond, Granny.
We got things done just in time.
That's a fact.
So here you are. I've been looking all over the house for you. Who done that?
We all did, Granny.
Especially for you. How come?
Because you've been sort of cranky.
Cranky? Me? I ain't never cranky.
Look, using a hump right now.
How dare you? Why, I am the sweetest, kindest, most loving, even-tempered, warm-tempered.
Don't hit him no more. I think you got him convinced you're lovable.
I sure hope she never turns mean.
She sat on the porch and rock a spell.
And play your harp.
Yeah, that generally cools your temper.
What temper?
But even Uncle Jed says you's a savage beast.
Help me, boy. We thought having the old cabin up would please you.
You're not fooling me. I know why you put the cabin up. To get me out of the house, you want to get rid of me. Why don't you just shoot me like an old horse and sell my body for glue?
Granny, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you would make enough glue to put on a postage stamp.
Don't help me, boy.
All right. If nothing pleases you but that I cross over Jordan, so be it.
Granny, we don't want that at all.
Why'd you put my harp up here? All right. I'm on my way to Beulah Land. First, let me make my peace with the Lord. Oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, I wanna be in their number. When the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, I wanna be in their number. When the saints come marching in. Oh, shut up! Hi, Sister Drysdale. How would you like to join me in a chorus?
How would you like me to call the police?
Well, if you know a couple that can harmonize, get them over here.
Granny, for years I've done my best to make this the most beautiful and exclusive neighborhood in Beverly Hills. And you come up with this.
Glad to help you, honey.
Help me. You're a scourge and a pestilence and an abomination.
Sister Drysdale, maybe I'm a little oversensitive, but I get a feeling that you ain't altogether pleased.
Pleased? I'm inconsolable.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Oh, what's the use? I'm going to give you an ultimatum.
Well, that's real neighborly of you. But I ain't got nothing ready to give you. Here, take my turn.
That's what I think of all this debris, you loutish hillbilly.
Now I got something ready to give you. A couple of them. This and this.
Melbourne! Look at me!
Now, don't get mad, honey. But you don't look much better than you did when you left.
Melbourne, you tried. I've been brutally beaten and my hair nearly torn out of my scalp.
I've always told you those beauty shop boys hate women. I even left a little mud pack on your face.
This outrage was perpetrated by that homicidal hillbilly next door. Granny!
You mean Granny did this to you?
Yes. I went over there to complain about that squalid shack they put up. And she assaulted me.
Yeah, she sure did.
Aren't you going to call the police?
Now, not this time. But if you bother the Clampetts once more, I will.
We've got to settle this once and for all. Who is most important to you? The Clampetts with their $70 million. Or me?
You, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Ask a silly question, you get a silly answer.
Hey, forget it. Should have seen Granny whoop Miss Drysdale.
I was protecting our property. She was trespassing.
Well, maybe she come over to talk. Just wanted to get something off her chest.
She sure did. Granny was sitting on it.
What a shame to you. Rolling around wrestling with your neighbor. In the city, women folks don't do that.
Yes, they do, Uncle Jed.
Don't help me, boy.
Well, it's true. And what's more, they wrestle in front of people. They even show it on television.
Ladies? Wrestling?
Yes, sir. And tonight, the Boston Strong Girl is going to fight Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
See, Jed, even on television, city women pick on us country girls. I'm going to turn that on right now.
Hey, wait a minute, Granny. Don't come on till after supper. Hey, Granny!
You done let the fox in the hen house now. I sure hope Rebecca wins tonight.
She ain't got a chance, Uncle Jed. Well, last week, the Boston Strong Girl whooped the Bobbsey twins, Mary Poppins, and the Farmer's Daughter all in the same night.
Well, we better get ready for another siege of the midwinter feisties.
Sure did enjoy that possum stew, Granny.
Glad you liked it, boy. Now tune in that station where the lady wrestlers come on.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be a little while before they's on, though.
That's all right. I don't want to miss nothing. Look, they're fighting already.
He's dancing, Granny.
Oh,
You gotta help me talk her out of this, Ellie.
sure will, pal.
Well, Granny, Ellie has got your bed all ready out in the cabin.
Thank you, darling.
Thanks for fine. I put your hot toddy on the nightstand.
That's a good girl.
Oh, well, I'm ready to turn in.
Me too.
Not me.
Well, Granny's sleepy. Must be plumb past her bedtime. Must be about 7:30.
You all go on to bed. I couldn't sleep no way, worrying about Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
Don't worry about her, Granny. She'll do fine.
You want to bet?
You're helping me again, boy.
Well, they don't call that Strong Girl a beast of Boston for nothing. She's going to tear that little old country gal to pieces.
Well, I'm sure Granny won't want to watch nothing like that.
Heck, that won't bother her. She's a doctor.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Jethro, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Yes, either go to bed or sit down and watch with us.
I'd like to watch you wrestling, Paul.
I got two helpers. Can't lick 'em, join 'em.
Come in.
You sent for me, Chief?
Oh, yes, Miss Hathaway. I want you to take these papers over for Mr. Clampett's signature.
Well, with all due respect, Chief, it is 7:30, and I don't get paid for overtime.
Well, I'd go myself, but I don't want to miss the Beast of Boston.
She just opened the door for me.
Oh, that's very funny. Margaret will love that. Margaret.
Chief! Sakes, you're not going to tell her what I said.
Yeah, no more talk about overtime pay, right?
Right. Well, just who is the Beast of Boston?
Well, it's another name for the Boston Strong Girl. She's a lady wrestler.
You're kidding.
No, she's terrific. Last week, she beat the Bobbsey twins, Mary Poppins, and the farmer's daughter, all in one night.
Those are other female grapplers.
Yes, they're all good, too, but she's beat the best. Pretty Red Wing, the Apache assassin, Nancy Drew, the terrible teeny bopper, and tonight she's fighting Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Baldwin speaking to you from ringside of the beautiful International Wrestling Arena, where tonight the backbreaker from Back Bay, the Boston Strong Girl, will meet the sweetheart of the Smokies, Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
You hear that? Rebecca's from the Smokies. That's my country.
Maybe she's your kin.
After this fight, she'll be your next of kin.
There ain't no skinny woman that can walk a mountain gal.
Down.
Well,
Referee Jane LaBelle is in the ring, and any moment now, our two female gladiators... Those boos and catcalls can mean only one thing. As here she comes, the beast of Beantown, Miss Mean herself, the Boston Strong Girl.
See what I mean? Oh, isn't she beautiful? She's gonna head up my loan collection department.
Well, you can hear the reception this audience is giving the ever unpopular Boston Strong Girl. As she passes our microphones around to the ring, we'll see if we can get a statement. Would you care to,
I guess you wouldn't.
Oh, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You might edgy.
you're right, spiteful. Don't worry. Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm will fix her wagon.
Hey, here she comes.
Fetching little thing, ain't you?
Pretty as a picture.
What a darling. I could just squeeze her to death.
Boston Strong Girl will take care of that.
First, that sweet child, she'll answer to me.
Thanks a lot, fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we can get a statement from Rebecca. Excuse me, Rebecca. Would you care to say a few words for our audience?
Why, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. Wish me luck.
Rebecca, I just have to ask you this question. What's a sweet little girl like you doing in the wrestling business?
Well, it's the only way I can pay off the mortgage on Donnybrook Farm.
Poor child.
My mama's sick, and my daddy's crippled, and I just gotta save the home place from that mean old banker.
What a rotten kid! She, did you hear what she said?
This is all a put-on. Nobody believes it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Who ever heard of a mean banker? That's it! Kick her again! Stop her! Throw the little tattletale out of the ring! Come on, Boston!
How can you cheer for that creature? She's mean, she's violent, she's cruel, she's sneaky and underhanded.
Yes. By George, I think I'm falling in love.
All right, you Boston beast. You hurt that little Tennessee gal one more time, and I'm going to give you both barrels.
Don't shoot the TV. She ain't in there.
Yeah, I just got done wiping off your footprints where you tried to kick her.
It's a couple of miles from here, over at the International Arena.
And Jethro says after last match, I named commenced, Jed.
Yeah, when that bell rings, old little Rebecca at Donnybrook Farm is really going to get stomped.
She hadn't better.
Jethro could be wrong.
Uncle Jed, I'm an expert. I know every wrestling hope there is.
Good. See if you can put a lip lock on yourself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, order has finally been restored here at the International Wrestling Arena. The referee has been revived, and Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm appears to have recovered from the brutal beating she received at the hands of the Boston Strong Girl. There's the warning bell, and in just a moment, our two opponents will meet in the center of the ring, shake hands, and this match will be underway. That, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the undefeated champion, the terror of T-Town, the Boston Strong Girl. Here is our pretty little challenger from the Smoky Mountains, Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm, removing her only pair of shoes to protect them from possible damage. That coin purse contains all the money she has saved so far
to pay off the mortgage on Donnybrook Farm. That's a picture of her mother, that she always carries into the ring for inspiration.
Sweetest little girl I ever did see. Told your mama's picture.
Take a hold of yourself.
Yeah, they's pretty near ready to go at it.
Look at that. Rebecca, don't hold no grudge. Wants to shake hands with that beast.
Sham? Nobody's getting hurt, that they've probably been rehearsing for weeks.
I thought I told you to take those papers of Mr. Clampett.
It will be a pleasure. I cannot stand to watch that ridiculous farce another moment.
What on earth is going on in here?
Your husband is fascinated with the Boston strong girl.
Well, bless his heart. The Boston who?
She's a lady wrestler. Good night.
Milton, turn that thing off.
I can't, Margaret. The Boston Strong Girl is winning.
How can anyone of intelligence and breeding watch such trash?
She's beating up on this smart aleck badmouth hillbilly.
Oh, an educational program.
That's her.
Looks like a Radcliffe girl.
Rebecca's neck caught in the ropes and they're strangling her. The referee is working furiously to try and save her. She's free. Rebecca is free. Well, wait a minute. The small girl's got the referee caught in the ropes. And Rebecca is at her mercy.
Rebecca's mom. And that old Boston beast stoked on him. Now she stole Rebecca's life savings.
She ain't gonna save old Donnybrook Farm now.
Jed, we've got to. Where's Jed? Oh, somebody come to the front door and he went to let him in. Jethro, come out back with me. I can't stand to look at that violent woman another minute.
Sit down, Granny. I want to see what happened.
I told you I can't stand violent women. Now, get going and don't answer me back. Get out.
There you are, Miss Jean.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett. I'm awfully sorry to have bothered you, but Mr. Drysdale thought it was important.
No bother at all. You want to come in the parlor and watch Rass'lin on the television?
No, thank you. Good night.
All right.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The referee has awarded the first ball to Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm on a foul. And the Boston Strong Girl is really furious. Don't go away. This second ball is going to be a Lulu.
Where's Granny and Jethro?
Oh, Granny said she couldn't stand no more violence. So she made Jethro go out back with her.
Good, good. He'll see she gets set for the night out in the cabin. Rass'lin over?
Oh, no, sir. They's going to have some more.
Oh, well, let's watch for a spell.
Faster, Jethro, faster.
Granny, we'll get arrested.
No, we won't. I'm a doctor. doctor on emergency call. I gotta put splints and bandages on that Boston Strong Girl.
She ain't hurt.
I ain't there yet.
Look at that, Margaret. Oh, she's got her now.
Throw that to the hills!
I'm afraid it's all over now, ladies and gentlemen. Rebecca will never be able to climb back into the ring after that terrible... Wait a minute. Here she comes. No, it's not Rebecca. Could it be her mother?
It's Granny. It's Granny.
Come on, honey. I'll learn you to beat up on a Tennessee girl.
Sweet, kind, lovable, even-tempered, peaceful, long-suffering woman, Granny puts up a pretty good scrap.
Dominic Da Vinci isn't your average coroner. He'll stop at nothing to uncover the mysteries behind the unnatural, accidental, and very suspicious deaths. No one escapes the inquest. Da Vinci's Inquest premieres Tuesday night at 8 Eastern on Superstation WGN.
Thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Viacom.